Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. We want to find the total heat transfer rate from the sphere. The sphere is 10 centimeters in diameter. The surface is 111 degrees Celsius. The air temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. The heat transfer coefficient is 16 watts per meter per degrees Celsius. The emissivity is 0.9. Step 1, draw your free body diagram, your FBD. This will help you visualize the problem. Sphere, surface temperature, air temperature, some unknown heat transfer rate, and we got the diameter. Step 2, list all the given variables, find the unknown. We're trying to find capital Q dot total. So I've written it out fully for students. So the surface temperature, normally it's just TS, and the outside temperature is just TO. It's fully written out so students don't get confused. Okay, step 3. Find the total heat transfer rate formula. Capital Q dot total is equal to the convection plus the radiation heat transfer rates. We're going to start off with convection, then move to radiation. Step 4, find the convection heat transfer rate formula. So capital Q dot convection is equal to the coefficient multiplied by the area multiplied by the change in temperature. So H and delta T are given. We need to find the area. Step 5, find the area formula of a sphere. So it will be pi multiplied by diameter squared. Step 6, plug and play. So pi multiplied by 0.10 meters squared. You'll get 0.031416 meters squared. Step 7, find the heat transfer rate for convection. So this is half of it. So you just multiply all three variables. 2 of them are given in the question. So you will get 45.24 watts. So this area is just found in step 6. Alright, moving on to the second half. Find the heat transfer rate of radiation formula. So the formula is epsilon multiplied by sigma multiplied by A, which is area, multiplied by the surface temperature to the power of 4 minus the outside temperature to the power of 4. And I've written it out fully so students don't get confused which temperature is what. Okay, so they give us epsilon, the Greek symbol for surface emissivity. Sigma is the Stefan-Boltzmann constant, which is step 9. Use a Google search or look it up in the table, which might be in your textbook. Okay, so the way to remember this constant is 5, 6, 7, 8. So make sure you put your decimal point in between 5 and 6, so 5.67, and then make sure you've got your 10 to the power of 8. That's how I remember it. And then you've got your units, of course, which is watts per meter squared per Kelvin to the power of 4. Step 10, we need to convert temperatures to Kelvin. This is required because radiation uses absolute temperatures. So since this is in degrees Celsius, you add 273, which will give you 384 and 294 Kelvin respectively. Step 11, we can now find the heat transfer rate for radiation. So the area is in step 6, right here. Okay, so now we plug in everything. So epsilon is given, your sigma is in your table, and then the surface temperatures and the outside temperature is given in the question as well. Remember to have the power of 4, so both temperatures need to be to the power of 4. Don't forget that. Okay. So once you multiply everything, you'll get 22.88 watts. Finally, step 12, we can now backtrack and find the total heat transfer rate. So you got convection and radiation. Step 7 is right here. That's where we got this one. And step 11 was just the previous working that we done right here. So we add them up, we'll get 68.12 watts for the total heat transfer rate. Disclaimers, the method is correct. However, I do make calculation mistakes. I encourage you to solve it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Now, before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC just in case this video or channel gets taken down. While I follow all copyright laws, sometimes things happen. You can do this by using snipping tool. If you're on a Mac, use the Mac equivalent of snipping tool. If you never used snipping tool before, follow these instructions. Click on the icon in your taskbar. If it's not there, go to your Windows search, type in snipping tool, open up the program, click on video option, click on new, left click and then drag the rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. Hit the start button in snipping tool, wait for the countdown, hit the replay button on YouTube, let the video finish. Hit the red square in snipping tool to stop recording, then save your video. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with your friends because this is a made up question, so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions, comments, or if you find a mistake in the video, leave it in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.